Magic players. Welcome you to episode number 62 of the Brewers Tavern. Good to have you all here. Charles, good that you're here as well, so that we can record this episode for this week. Sorry.
Good to be here as always for episode 62. What do you have special for today's episode?
I will play a recommended white weenie list with a lot of new cards. We talked about it in the deck review, where we just talked about all the lists we played so far. And Dave Barth said I should run a list with more weenie creatures from Unlimited because they're better. So let's see if I made a decent mono white list. What did you bring for us today?
Okay, so I have a list that it's Kuz Kramer's list. When I saw it, I just thought it was so interesting and cool. And if I can get it to work, it almost feels like Mirror Lich when it works. If maybe the viewers remember that episode back, I don't remember what episode that was. But it's with Enchantress. And if it works, I can almost draw my entire deck, which is really interesting to see it happen. But it's fragile, and hopefully it will work at least one game and we can see this really cool list work. But we'll do more of that in the deck tech.
Perfect. So let's move on to the deck tech. We start with my list.
Sounds good.
I will need 100% your help because I have a lot of creatures with band or bending. I don't know actual or accurate how this creatures work. You need to.
Oh no, that makes two of us. We're not the right people for banding. I don't think I've used that before. We're gonna have to just figure this out as we go.
Okay. So we do it like that. Whenever we have a judge or a ruling question, which we don't know, and we know that in advance, while you're doing your deck tech, I will Google it.
Yeah, that sounds good.
And then we play it how we think it works.
You got it.
Okay, so let's go on to my deck picture. Here we are. As I said, it's completely mono white, besides some artifacts for sure. The list I built is a list I think Dave meant when he said add Benalish Hero, which did not appear yet in a Brewers Tavern episode, and Mesa Pegasus. This list is really, really weenie heavy. Like I try to play 8 1-drops and at least 12 2-drops, and the curve ends at 4 with 2 Armageddon, which don't really count. So actually the curve ends at 3 plus 2 4-drops, which is kind of tight, and really, as I said, it is super creature heavy. I will not talk about the creatures we all know, like Savannah Lions, White Knight, Thunder Spirit. The Benalish Hero is a 1-drop, 1/1 with bending. And the Mesa Pegasus is a 1/1 as well with flying, and it can also bend. So it's all about attacking and blocking together. This is basically what I know about bending, and I will read what it actually does. To make my creatures better, I added 4 Crusades to pressure a little bit. And in the sideboard, I went with a 3rd copy of Armageddon because I think this is a super good card to finish up games. That's why I also added the Soul Ring in my main board. I mean, the Soul Ring doesn't really help me to cast anything faster beside the Chaos Orb, and of course the Armageddon. As usual, when I run mono white, I went with 1 Caracas because in my opinion it's just worth to add it. If your opponent puts down a Soul Carnar or something like that, you can mana efficient just bounce it, and the downside is not there. I mean, if your opponent boards in Blood Moon against the list which runs 12 planes, no, am I playing 12 planes? Yes, I think so. 12 planes. To shut down the Caracas, I think he can go for that. I take it. I mean, this is probably not gonna happen in the sideboard. I have some usual cards which I always want to have in my sideboard, like 2 Maces and 2 City in a Bottle, especially when I do not run any Arabian Nights cards, beside Army of Allah. But if I board in the city in a bottle, I can easily board out the Army of Allah and I'm fine. I don't know if Army of Allah is banned from Magic at the moment because of
it's not banned in Old School.
Exactly. I hope we do not offend anybody with these pictures. I will not blur them, just to make that clear. The other cards in the sideboard are Radiant Blacksmiths. Is it Radiant? I hope I said it right. It's a colorless white creature, which also doesn't appear yet on camera. Yeah, colorless white, 1/2, and it has protection from red, which means it blocks Atok all day long. This is the main reason why I have it in my sideboard. Dave also recommended this card. I was unsure if he said play it in the main or in the sideboard. I think we should you should play it in the sideboard because the main board is super fast, super full. But if you really want to run it in the main board, you probably should cut the Mesa Pegasus. But I think the flyers are way better than the blacksmiths. It depends if you're expecting a lot of mono red. Yeah, but so far so good. My list has Army of Allah is also a new card. Man, I'm sorry, Charles. I have so many new cards in this deck. Army of Allah, colorless double white, instant, and gives all your creatures +2/+0 as far as I remember, right?
I think that's a really good card because you can end up, if you have 3 Weenie creatures and you use that for what is it, 3 mana, you can gain an extra 6 points of damage.
Exactly.
So that's huge. That's huge.
But it only gives it to attacking creatures, just to make that clear. So I can't pump my blockers.
And the repellent blacksmith in the sideboard's really cool, right? It can't be bolted, and it blocks ATOG. So really, really neat. Pegasus, you have a lot of hero. You have a lot of new cards in this list.
Yeah,
really cool mono white Weenie list.
Yeah, that's why it took me longer. The deck review took me longer because I found so many new cards which we're not had yet. So, but I think I'm finished now. So let's move on to your list. And Charles, tell us a little bit about your list.
Okay, so I played against this, but never had a chance to play it. It's an Enchantress deck, as you can see. It's really interesting. So the basic idea is to try to take advantage of the enchantment Dance of Many, which has appeared in an episode of Brewers, I think, in the Juxtaposed list. I tried to play it there, and in that list, I thought it was good in mono blue to be able to copy a Shazam, if I need to, just to buy time, or to copy a Trike and shoot the counters, or to copy a creature and then give the token with Juxtapose and then not pay its upkeep. So you get to take a creature and not actually give a creature more than one turn. I thought that was a useful card in that context. Here, the card's really useful in a different context. Dance of Many is an enchantment, and it's like a clone or a doppelganger, but only for 2 blue mana. But the downside is you have to pay the 2 blue upkeep cost in your upkeep, or it's destroyed. But in this case, you don't care about that, because the idea is you have an Enchantress out, and if your next enchantment is a Dance of Many, you're going to draw a card. Now you have, and you're going to copy the Enchantress. Now you have 2 Enchantresses out. Hopefully you have one more enchantment at least. You play a fast bomb, let's say, and now you draw 2 cards. Hopefully you draw even more Dances of Many. So it keeps this going. So hopefully you can keep drawing through your entire deck. You never actually get past turn and get to your next turn, have to pay an upkeep cost. And you're either going to win. You have Mana Flares, which is the enchantment, which is another set of enchantments this deck is going for, so that you could A, draw cards, and B, get all your lands to produce a ton of mana, because your win con is you'd like to Fireball or Mirror Fireball, one of the two. You do have our card, the Wood, so you can gain more life. It's kind of like Mirror Lich, you tap your forest, you put a certain mana in the pool, and then you sack it to gain life if you need. Because once you have once you have fast bond out or multiple, you're going to be taking damage every time you're playing a new land, and you want to keep drawing cards and playing enchantments. The sideboard, Void Fate against white, Blue Blast against Blood Moon. We have the basic lands. In case, I guess there's Armageddon or Blood Moon. And what else? What else is there to say about the sideboard? I put balance in the sideboard in case I'm facing a Weenie deck, but really, I'm not really trying to remove too much. I think I'm going to face Blood Moons. I'll put the Chaos Orb in too. I'm not really too worried about permanence game one. This is either going to go off or not. The Void Fates are very important cards because you want to try to protect your Enchantress. When it works, it looks like magic. I'm hoping to get it to work at least one game. These are two super interesting in different decks. To see a playset of Dance of Many and Enchantress in a deck, I think really neat. And this is a recall deck too, so you're maximizing on the recalls and the regrowths because you need to be able to get your cards back from your graveyard. With that, I'd say let's hope that these decks do what they're supposed to, and let's go to the Brewers Tavern and play some Magic.
Yeah, perfect. And just to finish the thing with banding, if a creature in combat has banding, its controller assigns damage for creatures blocking or blocked by it. That player can ignore the damage assignment order when making this assignment. So basically, when I band with a creature, I'm in charge which creature dies. You know what I mean?
So can you band a non-flying creature with a flying creature, or no?
Yes, that works. As long, for example, Mesa Pegasus is a flying bands creature. It can band with as many bending creatures as I have, plus one creature without bending. So as an example, if I have on the board a Banalish Hero, a Mesa Pegasus, and a Savannah Lion, those three can fight in one band. But if I attack with those three in one band, you can still block all the creatures single-wise. But I assign the damage, so I do the damage. But the creature which has an ability, for example, flying, is still only blockable by a flying creature. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay.
I hope I explained it right. So basically, it's all about who deals damage on which point of the battle. So let's move on to the Brewers Tavern, and here we are. Hey. Shuffle that quick. You're even as always, and I start.
Okay.
I really hope I'm not too fast for you.
We'll have to see.
Give me a second. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, this one is a little bit shorter.
L2, doesn't matter.
Pile number 1. I try.
Oh.
Keep up.
You think I should take a mulligan or keep it? What do you think?
I would keep it.
I have a Black Lotus.
Fireball incoming.
I mean, this is a very fast hand.
Yeah.
Is it possible I shuffle for 20 minutes and I get 7 mana sources?
But you know what? The good thing is with bands, you play a deck where it probably doesn't matter. So whatever happens, I just attack alone and we're good.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think the banding's going to matter too much because I only have Enchantresses, and I guess I could Dance of Many and copy one of your creatures as possible.
You don't do that. But I would really love to have some comments if I explained banding right. We would appreciate that. Number 3, because to be fair, bending is not uh, a common ability.
Yeah, that's not really used much.
Yeah.
Like Rampage is used even less, right? Have you ever network? Never.
Never. I have no idea how Rampage works, to be
I have
honest.
no idea.
I think if it gets blocked, it gets +2, plus the number of Rampage it has, but please, it is years back when I've heard it the first time. But I found out I can build another tribal deck. There are enough
Take it.
giants for a tribal deck.
Okay, well, we can't wait to see that. I think you should also build a dragon Drake tribal. It'd be pretty funny too.
True. Pass the turn. But then I need a Gauntlet of Mights again.
Six cards, your turn.
Crusade, attack for 3. Pass the turn. Yep.
Your turn.
Crusade, attack for 4.
Oh,
Pass the turn. Yep.
all right, your turn.
White Knight, attack for 4. Pass the turn. Double Crusade, good card in a white Weenie list.
One floating.
Sure.
Not play a land yet.
Yeah, that's true.
What?
No. You did not play a land yet.
Okay, now I just need enchantments. Your turn.
Okay, give me a second for. I mean, Crusade?
Wow. How much is that for?
Sorry?
How much is that for? What do you have? That's for 10?
Yeah.
My God, I have to block. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll
You
block when I go to 4.
You go to 4. Pass the turn.
I'll have to win here.
Stop drawing lands, just critters. Yeah.
We'll draw.
Yeah, sure.
I haven't seen one enchantment yet. Here's one.
You still have one colorless float.
One colorless. Colorless.
Yeah.
Draw card. I don't have any enchantments. Cannot do anything about that. Yep. Not work.
Lord. I just stopped drawing lands.
I didn't have there's 13 enchantments in the deck, so almost a quarter. It took too long. All right, good game. That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
As I said, I hope I'm not too quick, but to be honest, I think I'm not that quick when I'm not playing like triple Crusade, when every creature is a 5/5 creature that makes my deck really fast.
A deck like yours was a standard deck that I played against and played when I was a child. So there was lots of decks with weenie creatures and crusades.
You know, I thought about buying myself back into a Alpha 40 with a mono white list with also Benalish Heroes, Mesa Pegasus, and Crusades. But then I saw the price of a Crusade in Alpha, and I was like, what the hell?
What is it, like 3K?
Yeah, 3k euro, but I don't know if the price is accurate or not. You know what I mean? Because on Magic Card Market, alpha prices on Magic Card Market make 0 sense. But yeah,
Maybe it's best you just play Swedish.
exactly. I mean, for the price of one Crusade, I get like 20 decks for the Brewers Tavern.
Pile one.
Pile number 3. And Mulligan. I don't know, maybe I'm too greedy with the mana base. I played 22 mana sources, but I think that must be enough, right?
I mean, for Weenie, it's 3 casting costs. I think it should be okay.
I think so too.
Um,
You coming with me on draw for a Mulligan? Ah,
Yeah.
nice.
I don't think dances, which I mean, nothing does anything. Yep. All right, pile one.
Oh, sorry. Didn't see the card.
1, 2, 3.
Which pile did I had last time?
That's fine. Those are good.
Pile number 2. Yeah, try. Oh, I need to put one card down.
We will try it.
Yeah.
Sure, 3 cards.
Sylvan Library, here you go. Pass the turn.
One extra. Go to 16.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Sure.
My turn?
Yeah.
Disenchant the Sylvan. Pass the turn.
Okay.
My turn? Okay, draw. Try to cast Chaos Orb. Orb your Enchantress. And pass the turn.
Really good timing.
Top deck was with me.
Sure.
Oh. Pass the turn.
Okay.
Yeah, pass the turn. You were lacking for
Yeah.
like 1 second, but you're fine again.
So the 2 1/1 and a 1/2.
1/1 and 1/1.
Both 1/1s.
Yeah, no one wants to fireball here.
Okay, your turn.
See. Draw. Resolve. So I want to attack.
Okay.
4/4. Pass the turn.
Trip the factory.
No. Are you sure? I
Yep.
mean it. I missed two. Okay.
I mean, I can't get beat up. I'm at 12 life already. I'll copy your flyer.
Okay. Yeah. Mitja
Sure.
Pegasus is copied.
Yes.
Fine. Untap. Draw. Play White Knight. And oh, your creature is also 2/2, right? It doesn't matter. Attack.
Okay, I'll block your flyer.
Yep.
Take 2, go to 10.
Pass the turn. If I would bend here, I can assign the damage to the Benalish hero. This is how I think bending works.
White Knight.
Sure. Yep.
Your turn.
So now I want to bend. Do I want to bend? No, I want to pass the turn. Draw all of them. It's fine.
It's regrowth.
Okay.
Enchantress.
Yep.
And your turn.
Attack.
Okay, I will block your.
Yeah.
Is it bandit?
No. It's fine.
Whatever you want to do. I'll block your White Knight.
Okay, so we trade White Knights. And you get 4.
6.
And I play a Thunder Spirit like that and pass the turn.
Let's see. Basically, so to do 3.
3 Air Force.
Yeah,
2
so even though I played the Enchantress, I'm still dead. Okay, yep. Yeah. Try one more pre-board.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I was super lucky. I got the Chaos Orb from the top and had.
Oh, that was I had 2 dances of many in my hand, so I could have started drawing, but like that was without that piece. As I said in the deck, it's very fragile.
Yeah. And super often with fragile decks, people, when they don't know a card, they remove it directly because they are afraid, which is probably the reason why the Verduran Enchantress does not live long. You know what I mean?
And I played a game against Kuz where I saw this deck, him draw the whole deck and was able to win. It was like magic, and I'm hoping to see something, but need to get a good draw. All right, pile 3.
Pile number 2 for you. I try.
Okay, we will try.
Cool.
Turn.
Lion, pass turn.
Almost saw your hand.
Oh.
Discard your turn.
Hero. Attack for 2. Pass the turn. Yeah. Yeah.
Just fast bomb.
Yeah.
Or okay, it's your turn.
Play a land and sword your Enchantress. And attack for 3.
15.
Pass the turn.
Land.
Yeah.
Roll.
Yeah.
Cast demonic tutor.
Sure.
And your turn.
Hero, attack for 3.
10.
Turn.
Roll. 3.
Yeah.
A land for turn.
Yeah.
Play another land. Go to 9.
Yeah.
Go to 8. Dark card.
Works.
Mox.
Yeah.
One card I'll draw.
Yeah.
This all of them.
Works.
7 cards pass turn.
Disenchant the Sylvan.
Okay.
And attack you for 4.
Okay, I'm at 4.
Pass the turn.
I'll play a land for turn.
Yeah.
7 cards I'll draw.
Yeah.
Mox.
Mm-hmm.
You have how much damage?
4. Exactly 4.
Mox.
Mm-hmm. Mirror Universe. Huh.
And I have 5 cards pass turn.
Crusade.
Sade. That would be a problem. So go to 3. And I'm going to drain that.
Okay. And attack for 4.
I will attack a forest to the dark art, go to 6. And I will take the 4, go.
And now I go to 2 and pass the turn.
You go to 20, you go to 2.
Yep.
Change life. Draw.
Yep.
I have 2 mana from the.
Yeah, from the mana drain, yeah.
You will recall for 2. So, these 2 cards.
Okay.
And we'll get back Tutor.
Yeah.
Ancestral.
Sure.
We'll cast Ancestral first.
Yeah.
Maybe what I need. Oh, wait. Yep. That's right. And this is gone. Play Enchantress.
Yep.
19. Play Fast Bond.
Yep.
Draw a card.
Yep.
How much? Okay. I guess I don't have a real choice. I'll have to pass turn for now.
This is not what I wished for. This is not what I wished for. Attack you.
For 4?
Yeah, 4.
15.
Pass the turn.
Okay. Play Enchantress.
Sure.
Play a Mana Flare.
What does Mana Flare exactly do?
All lands tap for an extra mana of the appropriate type.
Okay.
I tap for 2 red. That's an enchantment. I'll draw 2.
Yeah.
Play a land for turn.
So you get 0 damage, right? Because it's different.
Yeah, 0 from the first, and then it's going to be 2 damage.
Yeah. Okay.
You have 2, so basically you have to submit 4, so I have to do 5 damage. Okay, this produces 2, 1 colorless. Two.
Yeah.
One floating.
Yeah.
Floating. Pass turn.
Okay. End of turn. 3 mana in my pool. Disenchant your Black Mox.
Okay.
Still end of turn with the other mana floating. Sword one of your Verduran Enchantresses.
Okay.
So I go to my turn. Draw. 6 mana in my pool. Play a White Knight. Play Armageddon.
Okay, I will sack. We'll gain 9 life.
Sure.
24.
Yeah. Play a land. Play another White Knight. The Volcanic is gone as well. And attack for 4.
20.
Pass the turn. Okay.
We will recall for 1.
Okay, sure.
We will give up. Give up a too many.
Yeah.
We will take back. City of Brass.
Okay.
And we'll play it, take 2 damage.
Yeah.
This is 3. Black.
Yeah.
Shooter.
Sure.
And this is here.
Yeah. Recall is removed. And I guess you pass the turn.
I'm passing the turn, yep.
So. Swing for everything.
What's the total?
2, 4, 6, 8.
10.
Thinking. You have the fireball. So I think if I disenchant this, it doesn't help. Nope, it's yours. I guess you search for the fireball, like. Sorry, needed to check if it may work.
I mean, I'm just happy this won 1 game out of 3.
So,
All right, let's do some sideboard.
yeah, I'm fully into it. And I start.
I'm gonna definitely need a second.
No problem. To be fair, I thought about what I will board in while we were playing and checked the sideboard from time to time.
I have a hard time with like this type of deck and mirrorless what to take because everything seems really important. You need a lot of stuff to get this to go.
And
We just do these four for these four.
there's no stress at all.
Pile two.
Yeah, I will wait for you.
Okay. Two, three.
Pile number one. And a mulligan. No white.
I will keep it.
Sure. Let me quick shuffle that.
Oh, one.
Okay, I try, and I will put that one down, and I start with double drop and pass the turn. Yeah,
Wheel.
sure. Ooh, we like.
Okay, your turn.
Land, Lotus. For sure, I want a crusade. And then I crack the Lotus. Put down another 3 drops and attack you for 5.
How much?
5.
14.
3 and 2. Pass the turn.
How many cards do you have left?
2. You gave me 2 super good hands, beside the first one.
Okay. Yeah, we'll draw.
Yeah. Demonic. Yeah, that's fine for me.
Right on the bottom. That's balance.
Sure. 2 cards in hand.
We'll keep one. Keep. Yep.
Yep. Cool.
And your turn.
Thunder Spirit. Pass the turn.
Your turn.
Resolves.
Yes.
End of turn sword. Attack for 3.
Yep.
White Knight. Pass the turn.
Your turn. Five?
Attack for 6.
4. So what is it? 2, 6, yeah.
Spirit and White Knight, 2/2, both 2/2. Now thinking. Yeah, this must be the right play. Armageddon.
Oh, yum. All right.
You gave me
Let's try.
beautiful hands.
I mean, what am I supposed to do? I can wheel on the first turn.
Yeah,
Without much of it. I mean, I have a land and 2 moxen.
Yeah,
So,
and I was so lucky that I had land mox to get a double drop into handful with Crusade and another, what was it, triple drop?
I mean, I can promise you it's easier to play a Weenie creature deck than this. I promise you that.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I need to do is that attack. I feel ya.
All right, maybe we'll try 2 more games. They're quick.
Yeah, sure.
All right. A 1.
Pal number 3 for you. I take it.
Yeah. Doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
One, two, three. I mulligan. Absolutely everything is uncastable.
Yeah. Your deck is really hard to play. I just checked the list, and it's not that easy.
I mean, Kuz did really well against us with me, so I just have the magic touch. I'm just getting not great hands. 1, 2, or 3.
Number 2.
Okay. Okay, this is. I mean, it's just so terrible. I mean, it's just awful. But can I don't think I can go to 4 cards, can I? I'm just gonna risk it. This is 100% losing hand. I'd rather just see if I can get a balance or 7. What am I gonna do?
I mean, you can
Which does what?
One Chaos Orb.
A Chaos Orb doesn't do anything against your deck. I mean, a Crusade, but I can't remove. What it doesn't do anything. What's removing 1 creature gonna do?
Spot removal.
I'd rather take another 7 if I see a draw 7 or a balance. I'm back in it. Okay. 1, 2, or 3.
Number 3. Magic Mitja's cut skills. Mulligan your opponent to death.
I think I'm helping you. There's a lot of really tough cards to play in this deck. Okay, I just have no choice. I have to keep this. Um, okay.
Okay.
Nothing restricted, but like can't go to 3. I'm off 1 card.
Yeah.
Turn.
Thinking. Go.
That's pretty good. Um,
Pass?
turn.
Oh,
Yep.
sorry. Pass the turn.
Okay. You know what? 1 second. I'll just recall and take back the time off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lion. Attack for 4. Pass the turn. I wish you draw white mana source plus balance.
Turn. Yes. Yep.
Pass the turn.
Good game. Let's try one more time.
You had the balance. Crazy.
I didn't. I drew it. Didn't have it when you test model. All right, one more.
One more. Let's see. And 1, 2, 3.
All right, pile 1.
Pile number 2 for you.
Yeah, we will keep it.
Sure.
Turn.
I draw. Lion. Pass the turn.
Draw 3. Go to 18.
Yeah.
And turn.
For the king. And for 3. No,
2.
for 2. Your turn.
Go to 15.
Yeah.
Turn.
Yeah. I draw. Play a land. Again, for the king.
11.
Pass the turn. Yep.
Pull and draw card. B.
Yeah.
And
Oh, sorry.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Pegasus.
Go to 10 and disenchant the Crusade. I take 2, go to 8.
Yeah. Your turn.
Okay. We'll take 1. And Mana Flare.
Yeah.
Turn.
Yeah.
Play a land for turn.
Yeah. Or
7. Wait. There's Mana Flare out. Copy Enchantress.
yeah.
Draw a card. I still have 1 floating.
Yeah.
One blue floating.
Yeah.
So you can do, I mean, not something really stupid. You could attack for, right now, Pegasus is 1, so 3, you could attack for 5.
Yeah. If I draw a crusade, it will probably be lethal. But
Yeah.
no, it's not. It's not lying, because
I just have to think if I can tap the city.
if I draw a crusade, it's
You have 2 in the graveyard. If you draw another one, then you just do. So right now it's you have 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
Okay. I have 1. I have 3 in the pool. I'm going to go to 7.
Yeah.
I'm going to recall, and I will give mana drain.
Yeah.
I'm going to get back Mock.
Yeah. That works.
And it's your turn.
I play a lion and I attack you for 5.
At 2.
Pass the turn.
Okay. I'm going to lose this.
Oh, wait a second. I get double mana, so I cast those 2, and I can also bring down another white knight. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Draw 3. 1, 2, 3. I will draw 1. We'll play a land. Um, 3 in the pool. These are 4.
Yeah.
We're going to go to 1 for blue. So 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sure. We'll cast the time walk.
You, sir, are a bad man.
Oh my god, I'm just trying to win one, I guess, a second game.
Yeah, that works. Oh god.
It works. All right, so mirror,
Yeah.
upkeep, trade.
You can draw a card and pass the turn. Just asking. You don't want to draw a card and use the trigger of the mirror universe? You don't?
No. I mean, you still could win this game. I mean, you could do 20 damage quickly.
That's true.
Okay, draw. I have to do some math, basically. Uh, it's not really that. Well, recalling isn't that helping me that because I need to get Fireball, right? And I need a red source, a blue source, and a black source.
But you have all of that.
I do?
Yeah, look. You have the recall? Okay, I win that thing for you.
Well, I mean,
no, just kidding. Like you tap underground.
no, I have a ruby. Sorry.
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
a ruby. So
It's super
So
easy,
it's,
exactly.
yeah, it's super easy. Yep. I didn't see the ruby. Yep.
You
So we have
have one mana
two.
more, but it doesn't matter. Tap them
Oh no,
all.
this could right. So I can tap the white.
Yep.
So I have one blue floating.
Yeah.
Gonna take this, one blue. With this, we're gonna tutor, and now I can get the Fireball.
Exactly, and then Fireball with 4.
And for one, yep. I didn't see the ruby. Oh. Okay, this is a win.
Yeah. Oh Lord. What did I bought in? Let's see. This, and I was really quick with boarding because there is not a lot of cards I can take into this list.
Yeah, I didn't take that much either. Just one.
Okay, this is. You want me to start?
Yeah, start. I'm always a little bit slower than you.
So as you can see, this is my sideboard. I decided to go with two City in a Bottle and an Armageddon. The problem for me was, or what the thing for me was, I could board in the Divine Offerings against his Mirror Universe, but I think it is only one, if I remember right, and it doesn't really help to have 4 removals for 1 card. The red is not that good against Charles. I mean, yes, he wins with Fireball, but the blacksmiths are basically worthless. He will never shoot them, and Circle of Protection red is discussable. But I think you also have, when you're in the loop, you're just digging for a disenchant and a mirror universe then, and a fireball, and just disenchant the Circle of Protection and shoot it. Then Spirit Link. You have 0 creatures. Maze of It, you still have 0 creatures. I mean, I can Spirit Link your Enchantress, but that is not really useful. So that's why I decided to put in the City in a Bottle, because I can then mana efficient attack his mana base, because it looks like he plays 4 City of Brass and 1 library, which is super good to destroy like 1 land for 2 colorless mana. And I took in another Armageddon because when I curve out and I finish it up with a 4-drop here, it's basically game. I took out the Balance and the 2 Army of Allah. I don't know if the armies was the wrong choice. Maybe I should have taken out 2 Thunder Spirits instead, but I play City in a Bottle, that's why I just removed the only 2 Arabian Nights cards I have in my main board, just to make sure that I can still cast it, and I thought those are way better than this. And the Balance, yeah, I mean, I'm always ahead on board with creatures, even if he has 1 Enchantress, it doesn't
It's not
really
going to help.
Sorry?
Yeah, it's not going to help the balance. It's too bad because
Yeah.
the Army of Allah would have been really cool to see that. We still haven't seen it played, although we've seen it in a deck photo so far.
That's true.
Another episode.
Maybe at some point I will build a super aggressive red-white deck, and then I will play it. We will see with
That
Ball
may-
Lightning maybe to go for
Maybe-
6 mana for 8 damage.
or maybe you bring Cobalts back and
Oh, that's also a good choice.
Ornithopters or whatever that 0/2 flying artifact creature is, and then
Ornithopter, yes. It's fine.
that'd be fun.
Yeah. This was
Okay, so for my list, I always have trouble boarding with these because you have so many pieces you really need. Brain Geyser is not good. If you had control of this, I would have more time. I don't have a lot of time. As well as this is the Candelabra is basically at the end in case I don't mirror Fireball to be able to generate lots of mana, but I don't. That's not my problem. My problem is getting to the mid or late game. So this I thought was too slow. I'd rather take out 2 out of 5 of the regrowth cards than get my Enchantresses or enchantments, which is the whole raison d'etre of the deck. So I didn't want to do that. So basically, this was it. I could have brought in more. You do have Armageddon, but these are more for Blood Moon. Obviously, you don't have blue. I brought in one more Avoid Fate, which would be really good to try to protect the Enchantresses, but I want to end up where I don't have an Enchantress. I have multiple Avoid Fates, and you're just beating me down. So I didn't want to push it too hard. If you were less aggressive, I would have brought in another one. As well as you don't have red, and I can't rely on counter spells. You're too quick. I didn't want to bring in more hard counters. But that's basically what I did. The deck is. I didn't play it as well as how Kuz played against me. I do think it's really interesting to see Enchantress stacks work. I really like the idea of Dance of Many Enchantress. It seems really cool. I really liked your White Weenie list. This was a really cool one. And a lot of new cards and very different from previous White Weenie lists. So really cool.
And to be fair, Dave was right. Like the list needs those Mesa Pegasus, those heroes, which are way better 1-drops than Knight of the, what was it? Glory Nimbus or something like that, or Holy Nimbus.
Like Clerics of the Holy Nimbus.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe there's a place for the Tundra Wolves still because it has first strike, but in the end, I think something like a Savannah Lion is just better.
Dave is definitely the expert in mono white, so
I
think he's tried everything.
I think he needs to fight for that title with Gordon.
Yeah, that's funny. Gordon, for anyone who doesn't know, does not like playing White Weenie. He does not like that. You really have to cajole him to try to play that deck. Well, thank you very much for episode 62, Mitja. A lot of fun. Hope everyone enjoyed seeing these 2 interesting lists. Sorry I couldn't make this list work a little bit better than I would have liked, but we still got it to work at least a couple games. Got very lucky with that mirror because that bought a lot of time. Thank you very much, and until next time, everyone, we'll see you soon in the Brewers Tavern.
Bye-bye. See you next time.